Purchasing a warehouse that once belonged to the Navy SEALs. What treasures might lie within? Although the locker isn't very big, the treasure hunter only paid $300 for it. Outside there were the former owner's camouflage uniforms and books. Beneath the pockets, the treasure hunter found some Pokemon boxes, filled with almost brand new cards. However, the treasure hunter noticed these were all Japanese editions. The second bag contained the exact same cards. After clearing out the jackets, the treasure hunter noticed some clothing still had tags attached. Opening the next backpack, it was full of comic books about superheroes. After pulling out a Star Wars figurine from the back, he found even more cards underneath, nearly all of them in mint condition. But how much are these cards really worth? The treasure hunter wasn't sure. Opening the next cardboard box revealed a brand new laptop bag. He even found a wallet inside the locker, but it contained only cards, no cash. Opening another box, the treasure hunter guessed it was a superhero-themed card game. There were plenty more boxes inside the locker. Pulling out a large cardboard box by the door, it was full of worthless books. The second suitcase contained only DVDs and books, with nothing else of value. But just then, in a small pouch inside the suitcase, he found what looked like a gold-plated watch from a very expensive brand, usually selling for around $700. The next bag held a nice pocket watch, though he couldn't identify the brand. Pulling out the next backpack, it was already covered in mold, showing the locker had been abandoned for a long time. There was nothing inside except some magazines. Another backpack was filled with more books, suggesting the warehouse's former owner was quite the reader. After pulling out the innermost box, it was full of old clothes, but the treasure hunter still found a game console, which looked like an older model. He then found an old DVD player. After removing the clothes, several calculators were underneath the box. Opening a black bag inside the locker, it was full of movie and game discs. In a small envelope inside the locker, he found dozens more cards, each one laminated. These were clearly items the former owner had carefully preserved, but the treasure hunter didn't know their exact value. The next box contained a black watch. Its box alone hinted at its worth. Pulling out a plastic bin from the locker, it didn't have many items, but at the very bottom, he found 2 unopened packs of cards. Removing a speaker, the next suitcase held even more books. After clearing out some camouflage clothing, he found a box of cards. Pulling out the innermost box in the locker, it was packed with various comic books and even a well-preserved cell phone, something rarely found in lockers like this. After taking out 2 game cards from a handbag, the rest were mostly study books. Another box held even more DVDs. Once he finished clearing out the remaining game controllers and headphones, only one last white box was left. The first item inside was a signed Iron Man poster. Pulling out some comic books, more comics lay beneath the box, roughly 100 in total. After taking all the valuable items home to sort through, the treasure hunter also found coins in the box, though he couldn't recognize which country they were from. Still, the treasure hunter easily made $3,000 this time around. Do you know how much those cards are actually worth?